I hate those guys so much! Why do they have to do this all the time? Is it really such a big deal? Do I really deserve to be made fun of for this? I'm kind of at my limit here, bro. I don't know how much longer I can put up with this type of crap.
What's going on, little sis? That little debacle with the boys the other day is still on your mind, huh? I thought I told you I sorted it out.
Yeah, I know you sorted it out, but it still grinds my gears. I mean, it's just so stupid. What is it? Do they like me or something? Is that what it is? They probably have feelings for me, don't they?
It might be. You know, guys are really peculiar when they're showing interest in a girl. If they come off as too overt, it's kind of considered lame. We don't look cool because of it.
Yeah, well, doing the type of things they do is pretty lame in my opinion, to be honest. I mean, what the hell? Do they really think that if they find a way to open up my locker and just fill it with a bunch of trash, it's going to make me like them? I know they're boys and everything, but they're not cavemen, right? How could they be that stupid?
I don't know what to tell you, Liz. Some of us really are that stupid. But you know what? Don't worry. I've already had a chat with them, didn't I? I worked it out.
Is that all you did, though, bro? Is that all you did? You just had a chat? I'm pretty sure they're just going to do it again.
Well, let's just say I gave them a very stern and frightening warning. If they ever do it again, they know what's coming for them.
I hope you're right. You have no idea how much this stuff is getting to my head. You know what they said to me? They said all they were doing was creating a second home for me. They're saying because you and I come from a really poor background, we live in trash. They thought they would do a nice thing and create another home of trash for me to live in. They thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I can still remember them laughing about it, thinking they were comedians. I swear they're the only ones who think this type of thing is funny. Who cares if we're poor? It doesn't mean anything.
Well, I'm glad you have that defiant attitude, Liz. That's exactly the way you should be thinking about this. It doesn't matter if we're poor. At the end of the day, we're still good people. At the end of the day, we still do what everyone else does in the school. We're still working hard. Don't let what they do to you affect you.
I know. You say that, but the thing is, it eventually does get to me. My defenses get broken down more and more. It starts to affect my mind. Think about it. Think about what situation you're in. I'm not going to have my big brother around forever. You're about to graduate soon, right? This is your last year and I'm only just starting high school. Don't you think that when you're gone, these guys are going to rain down harder on me?
Well, you're not wrong about that. With me out of the picture, they probably will. But look, this type of thing's not going to last for long. It's basically like elementary school kids, right? That's what they do. Elementary school kids pick on the girl they like. At some point, they're going to realize it's incredibly lame to pick on you, and they're probably going to be a lot nicer. Trust me, I'm pretty sure one of those boys is going to ask you out. Then you're going to be in a pretty advantageous position, don't you think?
Yeah, right. As if I go out with one of those jerks. If they ask me out, I'm going to give them so much embarrassment that they're probably going to want to leave the school.
Hey, by all means, go right ahead. I don't think they're particularly good people, so you should go and do that.
But don't you get sick of this as well, bro?
Get sick of what?
The teasing! Let's face it, the only reason that you're able to sort out these guys is because you're used to it, right? People have been teasing you about being poor for ages. I remember coming home from school and hearing you talk to Mom in the other room about some sort of fist fight you got into at school. You always talked about how they were making fun of the place that we lived in. Didn't it ever get to your head and just annoy the crap out of you?
Well, you're not wrong about that. For the longest time, I felt exactly like you do. I wondered if this was ever going to end. Then, over time, I came to the realization that it wouldn't end, but I could probably build up my mental defenses against it. Now I'm at the point where I just don't really care about what people say.
I wish I had that superpower. So, people still make fun of you now?
Oh, yeah. They're doing it hard, especially after people found out what I want to do.
What you want to do?
Yeah, well, I've only talked about this with Mom and Dad. I don't particularly have any plans of going to university after high school.
Say what now? Are you serious? What are you doing, bro? Don't you want to get out of this hellhole that we live in? Don't you want to actually do something with your life? I don't know about you, but I'm sick of this cycle of poverty. I hate for my kids to go through something like this. You should definitely go to university and get a good job and everything. Don't make such a stupid decision. You're too much of a good person. I'd hate to see you go down the wrong path.
Easy there, sis. Don't panic about this. I'm making a calculated decision here. I'm doing what I think is the best thing for my life. I've already thought it through. I don't really care what anyone else thinks about it. Not you, not Mom and Dad, and definitely not anyone at school. I know in my heart that I'm making the right decision here. Nothing's going to sway me.
Really? I wonder what you've been thinking about, bro. In all honesty, I can't help but feel like this is the wrong decision.
Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, come on. Think about what everyone else does. It's kind of like going to school itself. No one questions why you have to go there. It's just something that you have to do. We all have to do it. You don't even think twice about it. I think it's the same way with university. It's just the natural path that everyone walks on. Why would you try and do something different?
Well, I've got my own reasons. I feel like even if I explained it, no one would really understand where I'm coming from. All I want is for the people around me to accept that this is my decision. No matter what, this is what I want to do. Actually, not even that. It's what I have to do.
Okay then, bro. You're really starting to make me worried now. I mean, I thought my troubles with the teasing at school were one thing. You're actually doing something that's going to drastically affect your life. Are you sure you're not going to regret this?
Obviously, I'm not sure. Decisions like these we only get to make once, right? But yeah, in all honesty, there's something in my heart that says this is what I have to do. Almost like it's my destiny.
Well, there's my headstrong brother for you. I already know there's no point in arguing. All right, I hope everything works out for you then, bro. Actually, I can't believe I haven't thought of this yet. What's going to happen when you do graduate? Are you going to move out of home?
Yeah, I am actually.
Oh my god, bro, why? Why would you move out? We're family, right? You should stick it out with us.
I know. And look, I love everyone in my family. I respect everyone to bits, but I've realized that I need to walk a different path from our parents. I need to get away from them. So in order to do that, I'm going to try and develop a little bit of independence. I'm going to move somewhere else.
Oh man, you've got to be kidding me. So now I'm not going to be able to see you around school. And I'm also not going to be able to see you around home? How could you do this to me, bro? I thought I was meant to be your sister. Aren't you meant to care about me?
I do. Look, I'm hoping for the best with your future, Liz. You're a really good girl with a very strong spirit. I'm sure you're going to make it out there without me.
Do you really think so, bro? I'm glad you're saying that stuff, but I don't think I have the same amount of confidence as you do. I feel like Mom also had the same type of disposition as me. She would have had the same approach to school, and look at where she ended up. We didn't end up in a good circumstance, did we?
Yeah. Well, the thing you have to know about our mom is that she could have gone to amazing places at some point. She was definitely on that path, but she met someone that she loved. She met someone that she wanted to be with for the rest of her life, and if you ask me, that's more important.
You're talking about Dad, huh? So I guess this is all Dad's fault. We should blame him.
Actually, no, we shouldn't be blaming anyone. We don't know the type of life that Dad had up until this point. We don't know how tough it was. Maybe it was really hard to be anything but poor. Who knows? But what I do know is that Dad had really good values and that he raised us the proper way. He raised us to be good people. If you ask me, that's more valuable than any amount of money in this world.
You really think so?
You're damn straight I do. If you think about it, people are remembered for their character and not their wealth.
Well, bro, I have to admit I've never really thought about it that way. But talking about all of this is really making me sad. I mean, you've only got a little bit left. It's only a couple of months and then you graduate. After that, you're just going to move out, right?
That's the plan. I've already looked at a place and everything. I've got a couple of people that I want to share a house with. All the preparations have been made.
Don't say that. When you tell me about your preparations and everything, it makes me think that it's a reality. It makes me realize that you really are going to go.
Are you really that sad about this?
I am, bro. Out of everyone in my life, you're the one that I respect the most. Obviously, Mom and Dad are really good people, but you have something different. You've always been so kind and strong. All that torment that you've received over the years, you've been indifferent to it. You never let it affect you. You never turned down some sort of dark path. You've had a way of life and a way of thinking, and you've always defended it, no matter what other people thought about it around you. You worked hard in school. You gave me the impression that you were going to actually break the cycle. In fact, I'm still confused about why you're not going to university. I mean, think about how good a student you are. Look at all those good grades you get. It really makes sense for you to go to university. But I'm going to be really sad about the fact that you're leaving my life. You're going to leave the school and I'm not going to see your face around anymore. And you're going to leave home to do God knows what. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you so much.
Come on, Liz, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. You act like all hell is going to break loose the moment I leave here.
Well, I mean, it feels like it. You're such an integral part of my life. Things are going to be so different when you're gone. I don't know if I can be as tough as you.
As tough as me?
Well, yeah. Think about it. You've always been the one protecting me. You've always been the one that talks to me and cheers me up. You're not going to be there anymore. I'm going to have to make it on my own.
That's right, sis. You will. I mean, you're no little girl anymore. You're growing up. At some point, you're going to be a woman. You can't always rely on me to protect you all the time.
I know. You don't need to tell me. I guess this is just me being stubborn, isn't it? I just don't want to accept the reality that I need to become a better person who can stand on her own 2 feet. Well, you know what, bro? I wish you the best. I know that a guy with your type of mentality is going to do so well out there. You're going to make everyone so proud. I hope you do something to break the cycle of poverty. I'm going to do my best, too. There's no way I'm going to have my children raised in a dump like this. There's no way I'm going to give anyone an opportunity to make fun of them for this. You and I have to change things.
You know what? Sure thing. But hey, I don't want you to be fixated on this too much. Just remember that money isn't everything. Family and the values instilled in you are the most important. Money is just a secondary objective. I know you're going to try your best from this point on, even after I leave home. Even after I'm out of your life. But I just don't want you to lose your way. I don't want you to lose that kind, tender heart that you have, sis. I don't want you to ever change. You hear me? Hey, Liz. How's it going? It's been a while since you and I have talked, huh? How's life? Is everything going well for you?
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Well, nothing. I'm just checking in. Just making sure you're alive and whatnot. Is it wrong for a guy to worry about his sister?
There's nothing to worry about, Jeff. Just go back to whatever the hell you're doing. I bet you're just wasting time on some part-time job. What is it this time? Are you the cashier at the local Walmart? That's a fitting job for a guy who's almost 30.
Actually, no. I've been working at a nursing home, and I've been doing it for a while. Are you okay, sis? You sound really standoffish towards me.
I'm just really confused why you're going out of your way to message me. You've got your own life. I've got my life. How about we just accept that we're on different paths and let it be that?
Okay, well, we're a family at the end of the day. I think it's fine for me to message you. You're acting like I'm doing something really wrong here.
Well, you're taking time out of my day, aren't you? Why is this so important to you?
Well, if I'm being honest, Liz, I had my birthday party yesterday. All of my friends and family came around. I had a really good time, but there was someone missing. Someone that I really wanted to see. I thought this would be a good occasion for you and me to actually meet again. I was pretty hurt that you didn't turn up.
Yeah, well, like I said, my time is precious to me. I didn't want to waste it on you.
Okay, fair enough. I understand where you're coming from. At the same time, I wasn't asking for a lot. I mean, if you couldn't come to the party, that's fine. I would have accepted that. But you could have sent me a message or something, right? Usually someone will send a happy birthday message for times like these. I didn't get anything from you.
What are you doing right now? Are you actually trying to demand that I message you? Well, let me tell you something about life, Jeff. You don't just demand things, you have to earn them. You have to work hard for them. But you know what? Why am I even bothering trying to explain this to someone like you? You're just a loser who couldn't make his way to university. You don't understand what work means in the first place.
Come on, sis. You know that's not true. You know what I've been doing ever since I graduated from high school. I've been working just as much as you have. And you know what? Arguably, I've been working more.
Yeah, well, there's a difference in how you and I work, right? There's a difference in what you invest your time in and what I invest my time in. I like to work smart. You like to work hard. You see, at the end of the day, my hour is worth more than your hour. I'm doing something that's better. I'm doing something that pays more. You're doing something that anyone can do. Anyone can work in a nursing home. Anyone can wipe a butt. Are you trying to say that you're proud of the job that you do? Are you really happy doing something like that?
Well, if I'm being honest, it's not too bad. I'm doing something good for the world and I enjoy it. In all honesty, I know not many people will believe that, but it's the truth. I like what I do because it has meaning.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what losers say to cope with their situation. If you didn't give yourself some excuse for what you were doing, you'd be hating your own life, wouldn't you?
Okay, I gotta be honest, Liz. I'm really dumbfounded by what I'm hearing right now.
What do you mean, dumbfounded?
Well, I gotta say, you never used to talk this way to me before. You always looked up to me and respected me. You had nothing but love towards me. But now I can't help but feel like you just have contempt and really hate me. This isn't the Liz that I used to know.
Yeah, well, what can I say, Jeff? A girl's gotta grow up at some point, right? I realize that you're not as amazing as I thought you were. I got out there into the real world and I have my opinion changed on things.
Okay, well, regardless of that, don't you think that you should still have some sort of relationship with me? I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna argue philosophy here. If you agree with one way of life and I agree with another, it's fine to accept that as a fact. But to have that as the crux for why you and I don't get along is just stupid.
Actually, no. It's just rational, Jeff. But I'm not gonna bother explaining it to you. You're never gonna get this.
Okay. Well, how's everything going in your life? I think Mom and Dad said that you had a new boyfriend recently. It'd be good to meet him at some point.
Yeah, as if. I'm dreading the day that you and my partner meet each other. All hell's gonna break loose if that happens.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry. Look, Jeff, let me just be completely blunt with you. You're a certain type of person now, and I'm an entirely different person. You and I don't mesh. We don't associate with each other. That being the case, it's better off for both of us if we're not involved in each other's lives.
Come on, Liz. Where is this type of thinking coming from? This isn't like you. You're not the type of person to look down on people this way. Family is family. You can't choose them. And don't forget that I'm not particularly bad family, am I? You're my sister, so I'm going to put everything you said behind me and hope that you and I can reconnect. Hey, are you even listening to me? Don't tell me you just ignored me. Honestly, what the hell is going on here? This isn't like you, Liz. So you're the uneducated loser my girlfriend was talking about. You have a lot of nerve showing up to our engagement dinner. Just who the hell do you think you are? I should have dealt with you myself right there and then. The moment I saw you, I should have got you kicked out of that place. But you know what? You really played a strong card against me. What am I going to do? Lose face in front of everyone? Embarrass myself like that? Of course not. But I'm still going to speak my mind against you. Who is this? I'm assuming this is Henry from yesterday, right? The guy that's going to marry my sister. Congratulations. If Liz is anything like I remember, she's going to be a really good wife to you. You think I don't know that? Do you think someone as smart and educated as me would make a stupid decision? Of course I know she's a good candidate to be my wife. Every decision I've made up until this point has been calculated and correct. And the decision I make about the type of person I marry is going to be the same. I don't need your approval, especially from someone who doesn't even have the intelligence to go on to university. This is really interesting. I'm seeing a pattern here. You have the same superior attitude that my sister has towards me now. It's like you're both looking down on me. I can't help but see this as a coincidence. Well, what do you expect? Do you expect us to treat you like an equal? What a joke. The fact of the matter is that you're a nobody who's not doing anything with his life. How have you spent the last 10 years? You've spent it doing nothing. You've spent it drifting around doing crappy jobs here and there, not aspiring to be anything great. Not aspiring for more. Well, your sister and I are different. I felt so sorry for her when I met her at university. She was still clinging to this idea of her brother. She still felt so attached to you. The more I found out about you, the more I felt like you were handicapping her. You were preventing her from reaching her potential. You were stopping her from being who she could truly be. But now she has her head screwed on right. What are you trying to say right now? I didn't even talk to her when she was in university. I didn't do anything. I was focusing on my own life. I didn't get in her way at all. In fact, that's the way I wanted it to be. I just wanted her to fly and be her own person. Well, you just don't get it, do you? It's not the fact that you were in her life or trying to talk to her. It's the mere fact that your philosophy and the image of you still remained in her brain. She still respected you. She still thought you were an awesome person. I was completely bewildered at the time. In what way was this person honorable? In what way could you respect him? He graduates from high school and just gets a bunch of part-time jobs. He starts working in a nursing home. What's so great about a guy like that? She needs to look higher than that. She needs to realize what true greatness is. It took a long time, but she finally came around. So now it's all making sense. This whole time it's been Henry, isn't it? It's been you. It's been this guy that's been poisoning her mind, turning her against me. Making her detest me. Everything she's been saying hasn't come from her at all. I had a feeling that she didn't get to that conclusion on her own. I had a feeling someone was whispering things into her ears, and now I've got the truth. It's been her partner this whole time. What are you talking about? The way you're talking about me sounds like I'm the devil or something. Like I was doing something to harm her. Don't treat me like that. Don't treat me like I'm the bad guy here. All I was doing was protecting her. Protecting her from the likes of you. I was making sure she could have the future she deserves. And you know what? It's only been good things ever since. Well, that's one point we can agree on. Liz is definitely doing well for herself. You both have the same position in the different companies you work at, right? You're both very high up and earning a high salary. To say I wasn't proud of my sister would be a lie. I mean, on paper, she's done a lot of good things. I'm not sure what to say about her mindset, though. I don't like this idea of her pushing out family. Well, that's just you being selfish. Think about it. She's not doing it because she wants to. She's doing it because she has to. She's pushing away anyone who's going to be a barrier to her reaching the success she deserves. And how am I doing that exactly? I haven't even been involved in her life. I just want to have some sort of relationship with her. I wanted her to at least go to my birthday party. Is that asking for too much? When you're a poisonous blight on someone's existence, then yes, it is too much. If you really care about a person that much, if you truly love them, you're going to do the right thing and go away. You're going to disappear from their life and let them grow on their own. And you know what? Doubly so for a girl like Liz. What do you mean, a girl like Liz? Do I even need to explain it? It amazes me that you're the big brother in that family. You're the one that should have taken the initiative. You're the one that should have made the right decision. Be the model for what she should be. But no, you left that to Liz. She's the one that had to turn over a new leaf. Don't think I'm unaware of the type of circumstances you and her grew up in. I know full well about how poor you guys were and the tough circumstances you had to grow up in. If I was in that position, I would be thinking about life the exact same way Liz was. I'd be thinking about ways to escape. I'd be thinking about ways to create a new life for myself and my family. And in all honesty, you should have been the first person to be thinking that. You should have been the first one to wonder about how to create a new cycle. To create a new family that's actually strong. But you didn't. You chose to follow the same weak pathway that your parents have chosen. You chose to be a poor person again. Let me tell you right now, there are a lot of people like you. There are a lot of people dragging people like me and Liz down. She understands that she needs to cut you out. She's only doing the right thing. So what you're trying to say is that because I made a particular decision about my life, because I'm doing the things I'm doing now, it's somehow going to affect her? Like I'm going to want her to start working the same job that I am. Don't you think you're making a bit of a stretch here, Henry? I mean, seriously, do you even know the type of character I have? That's not the type of person I am at all. You haven't even met me. I'm a little bit insulted that Liz is thinking this way because I've been supporting her whole life. I've been supporting her and her future. I wanted the best for her. I'd never want to take that success away from her. Well, if that's the case and you truly feel that way, then like I said, you have to do the right thing and just get yourself out of the picture. The truth of the matter is, even if you don't want to intentionally harm her, you're going to do it inadvertently. Think about it. You're poor. At some point in your life, things are going to happen. Maybe you're clumsy and need a little bit of money for rent. Who are you going to ask? Family. Your sister. She's going to dip into her finances because of your incompetency. Well, actually, I'm not that type of person at all. I stay on top of my finances, thank you. But even so, it won't stop there. I mean, life is what it is, right? There are going to be twists and turns all the time. You might come down with a serious illness. You might get into a car accident and won't be able to pay it off because you haven't been able to afford insurance. These are things that happen in life, and you just quite simply do not have the finances to pay for them. A guy that works in a nursing home does not have the money to take care of himself. And don't you try to argue otherwise. You talk a lot, don't you, Henry? You make a lot of assumptions about me that are, in all likelihood, probably not true. Despite everything you're saying right now, I deserve to be in my sister's life, and you need to stop spouting nonsense into her ears. I know there's a part of her that still misses me. You're dreaming. She's already cut you off. You don't exist in her life anymore. I'm the only one that exists. She realizes that I'm the one who's going to bring us to higher heights. She realizes that you're dead weight trying to throw chains at her to bring her back to the ground. It's over for you. Now do the right thing and leave us alone. Hey, Henry. I was trying to get in contact with my sister, and I'm just not getting any response from her. I'm pretty sure she's ignoring me, but I heard the big news about what's going on with you guys recently. Is it true? Did my parents say the truth? Are you guys actually having a baby? What's it to you? What do you mean, what's it to me? That right there is my family. Whoever that baby is my niece or nephew. Of course I'm going to be interested. How far along is the pregnancy? How is my sister? Are you guys coping with everything? Do you need assistance with something? Look at you, you little snake. Trying to wiggle your way back into our good graces. Don't think your little tactics are gonna work. Don't try and use this as an opportunity to try and get along with us. What are you talking about, Henry? Are you trying to say that I have some sort of ulterior motive here or something? We'd have to be stupid to think otherwise. We knew you would try to do something like this. It was just as I predicted. Well, let me tell you something right now, high school graduate. We're a lot smarter than that. We've actually been to university. Come on, are you still using that against me? Do you understand how petty that is? When are you gonna grow up and stop being a kid, Henry? I could throw the same thing back at you. What? Are you gonna stop being a kid? You're already past 30, man. You're still working that crap job in the nursing home, aren't you? Your parents were telling me about it. Even after all this time, you failed to have any aspirations apart from working in that graveyard. Do you really think that you're the type of person that we're gonna let into this family? Look at the way you say it. Like you gotta give me permission to be a part of the family. Don't you realize you're the one that married into our family, Henry? If anyone's giving permission here, it should be me. Actually, no. That's not how it works at all. The thing is, Liz and I are our own family. We're creating something new here. If we decide that we want you out of the family, that's our decision. If we want Mum and Dad out of the family, that's also our decision. Hold on a second. What did you just say? You're not talking about our parents, are you? That's right. Why? Is it really that surprising for you? Well, say whatever you want about me, but what's so wrong about our parents? Why would you actually exclude them from this? They're excited to be grandparents too, you know. You don't have the right to do that. You still don't get it, do you? None of you do. All of you keep putting up a fight, trying to say that you have a right to be involved in this child's life. Well, let me tell you something right now. I'm doing something different for this family and this child. I'm actually trying to start something new. I'm not gonna let any of you people sabotage it. In what way are we gonna sabotage it? We only have the best of intentions. We're gonna be giving the child love and care like every family member should. I don't know what opinion you have on my parents, but they're good people. What you're imagining right now is just that. Your imagination. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are. It's about who you people are in general. Like, think about it. How selfish can you people be? Can't you let Liz be the person that she's meant to be? She wants to escape poverty. She wants to escape the lifestyle that you and your parents keep offering back to her. It took a lot of convincing for her to finally agree that she needs to cut her parents off as well. But eventually, she managed to make the right decision. And I'm so proud of her for it. I know it wouldn't have been easy. So stop trying to reverse all the good work that I've done. You're really an evil monster, aren't you, Henry? Is that actually what you think is the appropriate thing to do? To turn her against her family? It's sickening. It's sickening to the core. I think your worldview and how you view us is just totally wrong. What are you talking about? How could it be wrong? Well, think about it. The only lens you can view the world through is status, right? If someone has money or if they don't have money, you fail to realize that there's a lot more to a person than that. And especially my parents. I know they don't have a lot. I know the type of people they are. But that doesn't mean that they're not worthy of being in this child's life. It doesn't mean that they have to be cut off by their own daughter. They may not have any money, but they have a lot of kindness in their hearts. They're sincere, and that's something that is more valuable than money itself. Listen to you go. Everything you're talking about right now is pointless. It doesn't amount to anything. What can you and your parents actually teach this child? What can you tell it about the world? All you can teach is how to be poor, how to be a loser. You see, you don't realize this, but you have a toxic way of thinking. You have a toxic way of living, and that toxicity is going to infect our kid. If Liz really wants to create a new family and something that's different, she's got no choice but to cut her family off, even if it's a tough decision to make. That's what she has to do if she wants to break the cycle. Okay then, Henry. If that's the case, then why don't you just do the exact same thing then? I'm sorry, what did you just say? Yeah, that's right. If Liz is the one that has to cut off her family to create this new family like you're proposing, then that means that you have to do the same thing. I mean, that's only fair, right? You're making demands of her. She can have the same demands imposed on you. You really are a joke, aren't you? You don't get the situation at all. You see, the fact of the matter is, there's a reason why she hasn't proposed the same idea to me. Can you guess what that is? I don't know. Maybe because you've brainwashed her to believe anything that you say without even questioning it? No, that's not the case at all. The fact of the matter is, my parents are actually good people. They're not toxic at all. They did what was necessary to earn as much wealth as they could. They walked on the right path. They've already earned a position to be part of this family. Well, isn't that just grand? So your parents are allowed to be part of this child's life, but not Liz's? Can you really see that as fair? It's not about what's fair, it's about what's right. And the right thing for our child is for it to have healthy people around it. Not people that are gonna say that it's okay to be a loser earning no income working in a nursing home. You're still making a lot of judgments on me, aren't you, Henry? You know what? Fine, I get it. If that's the attitude you want to take, then that's it. I just hope that at some point my sister wakes up and understands what you're doing is wrong. Hey, Liz. I know you've been ignoring my text messages for a while now, but I really need to talk to you. I've spoken at length with Henry about everything that's been going on. I know about your views towards the family and how you're actually planning on cutting Mom and Dad off. I'm really appalled that you would do something like this. But in all honesty, I can kind of understand where you're coming from. I know how much you want to break the cycle. I know how much you want to create something new for yourself. I understand if you're coming to this conclusion, but I'm telling you right now it's just wrong. Don't forget the things that Mom and Dad have done for you. Don't forget the things that I've done for you.
Are you seriously annoying me for the millionth time? When will you stop? I'm making it quite clear that I don't want you in my life, right? I don't want you ruining everything. I don't want you to mess it all up.
Well, who's talking right now, Liz? Is it you, or is it your husband, Henry? Think about how much of what you're saying is actually you, and how much of it is regurgitating what he's saying. Do you really want to do this? Do you really feel in your heart of hearts that you have to cut your family off?
It doesn't matter. Between you and me, the only person who's an adult here is me. I'm the one making a decision that's going to be beneficial for my family. I'm the only one that actually cares about this type of thing. You clearly didn't care enough because you wanted to work in that nursing home. And you know what? So be it. If that's the decision you want to make, then I can't change that. But I can decide whether or not I want you in this child's life. That's entirely up to me.
What a load of crap, Liz. Do you actually think that it's going to be best for you to push your own family out? Can you say with 100% honesty that you feel like Mom, Dad, or I won't have anything good to offer this child? Be real with me. Is that really what you think?
It is, Jeff. It is. And I don't care if you believe me or not. That's just the way it is.
Well, you know what? I don't believe that. I think you're lying right now. I don't think you're being honest at all. I know deep down there's a part of you that knows I'm a good person regardless of the type of job I do. There's a part of you that knows your parents aren't bad people. There's a part of you that realizes that the things Henry is saying to you may have a hint of truth to them, but you can only take it with a grain of salt. Don't try to say otherwise. I already know.
You really think you understand everything, don't you, Jeff? You really think you understand me?
What can I say? You're my sister. I've known you a lot longer than Henry has.
Well, you know what? Maybe you and I need to have a talk then. You can come to my condominium.
Your condominium?
That's right. Do you even know what that is? I'm guessing you don't. You really don't know the type of lifestyle that Henry and I have now, do you? You don't know how much further we're going to go. Quite recently, we managed to move into a really wealthy district. Only the wealthiest people can live here.
Is that so? I guess you must meet famous people just walking down the street.
More than you can imagine. And the place we have at the moment is just spectacular. You wouldn't believe it. It's like stepping into a dream. The moment we went in for an inspection, I knew it was perfect. The open floor plan was stunning, with the living room flowing effortlessly into the kitchen. It has top-of-the-line stainless steel appliances and a gorgeous marble island. It's perfect for hosting dinner parties.
You're infatuated with this place, aren't you?
And the view! The balcony overlooks the entire city skyline, and the sunsets are absolutely breathtaking.
Sounds like a one-of-a-kind home. I'm sure anyone would love to live in a place like that.
You bet. And there's more to it. There's a rooftop pool with cabanas and a fitness center that rivals any high-end gym. And if I ever have guests over, there's a private theater room for us to use. Honestly, it's like living in a 5-star hotel. It's the type of place that I could only dream of. And now I have it. Now I'm living a new life, and I just cannot go back to my old one. It's the type of thing you'll never have the chance to experience. That is, until now. Luckily for you, I'm generous. You can step into my humble abode. Except it's going to be brief.
Well, I have to be honest. Just being in that type of position, I understand that you wouldn't want to give that type of thing up, would you? I'm very curious about looking at this house.
Of course you are. Anyone would be. I'll send you the address and you can come over and we can have that talk.
Okay. Well, thanks, sis. I hope I can get through to you somehow. Whether you realize it or not, this is a very big decision you have to make. It's going to affect your child's life. I want to know that you're ready for the consequences. I have to say, Liz, you amaze me. You truly do. When you and I were growing up, I thought our parents instilled in you the proper values on how you should behave yourself. I mean, yes, I understand. I understand that we didn't grow up in the best circumstances. I could understand if you wanted more than that. And in all honesty, I wanted more too. But never in my wildest dreams did I think you would lose yourself. Never did I think that you would actually be driven by your greed. And in all honesty, up until now, I've been quite shocked at the way you've been talking. I've been shocked at the fact that you have nothing but disdain for me. I was even shocked at the fact that you had disdain for our parents. But after what you did today, I can no longer see you as my sister. You've become so twisted and distorted, I don't even recognize what I see. Who was that today? Who is that could do something so vile as that? It's not the Liz that I know. There's no way that I can accept that person today as my sister.
What's going on, bro? Are you actually sitting there crying to yourself like the little wimp you are? You really are mentally weak, aren't you? I don't know what I should have expected, though. Take a look at how you've been living your life. You've had a soft job the whole time. Nothing's really toughened you up. If you were anything of a real man like my husband, Henry, then what happened today wouldn't have bothered you. You would have brushed it off without even thinking about it.
Don't think that I'm upset about what happened, Liz. Don't think it hurt me in any way. I'm just really disappointed. I expected better of you. I didn't expect you to do something as low as that.
Well, what choice did you leave me, bro? At the end of the day, this is all your fault. You're the one that keeps pestering us. You're the one that keeps trying to barge yourself into mine and Henry's life. Don't you see that as really intrusive? We've made it quite clear that we don't want you as part of our family. When is it going to get through your thick skull?
You might have a point there. Maybe I've been wrong this whole time. I am quite stubborn, aren't I? I don't want to accept reality for what it is. I mean, let's face it. I'm still clinging to the idea that there's a little bit of light within you. I've always been hoping that everything you've been saying isn't actually you. It's just Henry. It's just that cruel guy that's manipulating you. But today taught me otherwise. Just being there with you in person showed me that you're too far gone. There's no way that you're ever going to accept your family again. It's really a sad thing to see.
Look at that. You actually are getting down about this, aren't you? I guess that crappy little $20 gift means a lot to you, huh? Your salary doesn't earn you much money, does it? After you pay for food and utilities, you only have a little bit of cash left over. I bet you saved up for weeks trying to pay for that thing.
Let's assume that I have been doing that, Liz. Look at the way you behaved. You took it from me and then you flung it out the window. You're lucky that you didn't hit anyone.
Well, hey, you only have yourself to blame. You've seen the condominium that we're living in right now, right? We don't want that cheap item ruining the aesthetic that we have here. Plus, I smelled that little flower and it was disgusting. You poor people really have horrible taste.
You didn't have to go as far as to actually break it, though. You could have just given it back to me.
And why is that, bro? Because you spent so much money on it. Stop it. What are you crying about? I threw all those coins at you, didn't I? I'm sure that it amounts to more than $20. You actually made a little bit of profit here. You walked away actually getting something, so don't complain about what you're given.
You've really changed, haven't you, Liz? You're exactly like Henry. That vicious way of speaking to me sounds just like him. The way you threw those coins at me is how he would, too. I wonder if you're truly happy about the fact that you've become this type of person.
Stop sitting there trying to vilify me. All I'm doing is protecting myself and my family. Poor people like you don't deserve to be in my life. I have to give you this amount of viciousness to make you understand. Unless you're doing what Henry and I are doing and living in a place like this, then there's no way I can accept you. There's no way I can talk to you like you're a normal person. It's just a sacrifice that I have to make. You're not stupid, bro. You should be able to understand that.
Fair enough. I hear where you're coming from. I'm not going to argue any longer. Let me ask you just one question, though. Do you happen to know who actually owns this place? Who's your landlord?
Do you think I care about stuff like that? I leave that to Henry. He's the one that's ensuring that I can have a really good life. I just do as he says.
I see. So Henry's the one that would know about the landlord, huh? Well, let me tell you something interesting, sis. As a matter of fact, I do know what it's like to live in a place like this.
What did you just say?
That's right. In fact, I'm living on the top floor. Can you believe it?
Yeah, right. A guy that works in a nursing home is living on the top floor of a place like this. Stop trying to make me laugh. It's not gonna help you get back into my good graces, bro. You and I are finished. We're basically not family anymore.
Sure, I'll accept that we aren't family. Don't worry about that, sis. I fully understand now. But you might want to check in with Henry on the details of this place. Check the contract. See who actually owns it.
Stop trying to bluff right now. What are you trying to prove to me? You want me to waste my time, don't you? You want me to sit down with Henry and take time out of our day to look at the contract? And what are we gonna see? Nothing out of the ordinary, I'm assuming. I'm not going to waste my time doing something like that, you hear me? It's not gonna happen. Especially if it means using Henry's time. Do you know how busy he is? He loves me to bits, but if I actually annoyed him with something like that, I know he'd lose his mind over it. Just go back to your cardboard box and dream about living in a place like this. That's all you can do.
Okay, just what the hell is going on right now? There's no way that this is true. How come it's taken me this long to realize? The person that owns this place has the exact same name as you. I should have let Liz take care of things like this. She would have noticed in an instant. Is this true? Do you actually own this place? Well, it looks like you guys are finally catching up. I have to say, I'm very amused by this. By the way Liz was speaking, it sounded like you didn't even want to bother looking into this. What? Can you blame her? Of course we're gonna get curious. So that's it then, isn't it? You actually are in this condominium. Yes, sir. But how? This doesn't make any sense. You're just some laughable loser that works in a nursing home. You couldn't possibly afford to buy this building. Well, that's just the thing, Henry. Not every successful person out there is loud and open about it. What are you trying to say? That you kept this on the down low? Something like that. How did you get this place anyway? Well, that's a very good question. As a matter of fact, it's all thanks to the fact that I work in a nursing home that I've got this place. I'm sorry. I know it's hard for you to believe, but a person's character counts for something. People can really see if you're a good person or not. And if you know anything about people, they like to help people that they like. In that nursing home, I am one of the most likable people there. People are dying for my attention. And I don't look down on any of them. Sure, from your perspective, they're just a bunch of old farts that have pretty much finished their lives. They're not doing anything else with it. From my point of view, they're entirely different. Each and every one of them has a different story. Each and every one of them has something interesting about their life that they could tell me. I mean, sure, it's not like they were telling me an interesting story every day, but every now and then you get a special little nugget. Every now and then, they gave me a snapshot of the type of things that they experienced in their life. Okay, I can hear you rambling on and on about stuff I don't care about. Who cares about them and their supposedly interesting stories? All I care about is the money. All I care about is how you got this place. Fair enough. It seems like you still don't have an appreciation for your fellow man. Well, the fact of the matter is that there was a very wealthy individual in that nursing home. I was one of his favorites. In fact, he was probably one of my favorites too. We had a very interesting relationship. It got to the point of who was working for who. I mean, yes, I was taking care of him and all of his needs. I was doing my job, but I was also getting a lot out of it. He was very inquisitive about what I was doing with my life. He was inquisitive about my background. So you actually told him that you were poor, right? I did. I'm quite open about it. I don't feel any shame about who I am. He would always listen intently about where I've come from and what I want to be. He knew what type of dreams I had, and I was slowly learning about him as well. It got to the point where he wanted to reveal a little secret to me. A secret? That's right. It turns out that he's a very wealthy individual himself. Unfortunately, he made the wrong decisions in raising his family, though. Probably like your situation as well. What the hell did you just say? What's wrong with my situation? Let's face it, Henry. You come from a decent background, but your parents didn't teach you jack. You've got no moral compass. My sister has also gone astray. I'd like to think that she used to be okay, but now she's too far gone. But this old man saw something different in me. He knew I could be more than my status. He knew I wasn't powered by greed. What are you trying to say? That he gave you this place or something? That's exactly what happened. He was thinking about leaving it to his son, but for his whole life, he's been reluctant to do that. He sees how cruel and judgmental his son is. There was no way that he would leave it to someone like him. He wanted to give the place over to someone that deserved it. He wanted to give it to someone that would treat their tenants correctly. He wanted to give it to me, the person that he's been working with for years on end. He wanted to give it to you, a guy that didn't even work for it. That's a laugh. You don't deserve this in the first place. Well, considering how much I've improved it, I beg to differ. I mean, all of those things that Liz was talking about, the balcony that overlooks the view of the city, the pool at the top, and the high-end gym, are all thanks to me. These are innovations that I implemented into it. Because of that, I've made a luxurious place for people to stay in. And you know what? I'm a good person, so I didn't even raise the rent for it. Look at you, sitting up there on your high horse. You think you're such a good person, don't you? Well, if you're such a good person, you should do what you can for family, right? What do you mean? Well, you own this place, so you should be giving us free rent. I'm not doing that. Why? Everything you've done so far has been to get into our good graces, right? You're always acting so nice. You tried to give us a gift today. Why wouldn't you do this one little favor? We'd let you be a part of our family. You could be part of this child's life. The fact of the matter is, I don't want to associate with people that are this judgmental. I'm sorry, even if it is my sister, even if it is my family. Being around you people is like an affliction. I'd hate to turn into my sister. I'm not going to be doing anything that benefits you guys. Oh, come on. Really? Are you really gonna hold a grudge? It's your fault for not telling us what your real situation was. If we had known about this from the start, I would have welcomed you with open arms. You have only yourself to blame for this. You know what? You keep telling yourself that. There's going to be some changes around this place. You better look forward to it. Changes? That means you're going to be lowering the rent, right? Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I mean, look, it's not like we couldn't pay for it in the first place, but it definitely goes a long way. And I am telling you right now, me and your sister are going to be making some very logical, well-sound investments. We're gonna have a lot of money coming in. It's gonna come back to you at some point. I promise you that. Henry was a big talker, one of the biggest of them all. He liked to talk a tough game, making out that he was this wealthy person doing incredibly well for himself. He even tried to convince me that he was going to be making these big investments at some point. But the fact of the matter is, he was just a liar. And he didn't just lie to me. He also lied to Liz. You see, the changes that I was talking about weren't about lowering the rent at all. I wasn't going to make it cheaper for them. Just the opposite, actually. I was actually going to make it more expensive. If they were the wealthy people they made themselves out to be, then surely they'd be able to pay for it. In fact, I put out the notice to everyone else in the condominium. They all happily obliged to pay the new rent, except for my sister and her husband. Liz looked at the new rent and didn't think much of it. She notified Henry, but he was frozen on the spot. He started to become really worried. It turns out that Liz was working really hard, but Henry wasn't working hard at all. I mean, sure, he had a decent salary, but it wasn't enough for a place like that. They were barely scraping by to live there. On top of that, they were thinking about sending their child to the kindergarten in that area once they got older. I don't know what his plan was. Was he going to keep up the lie forever, or was he going to get a higher salary? But the point is, the rent increase really scared him. He had a big argument with Liz over the fact that he lied. She concluded that they could not live there any longer, but Henry was too stubborn to change his ways. He didn't want to consider himself among the poor people and insisted on living there no matter what. Because of that, those two are barely getting by. eating the bare minimum just to be able to live there. I'm not sure if they're really getting a good deal out of this. I'm pretty sure Liz is very unhappy with her situation. Time goes by and the baby is born. It was a good opportunity for me to be a part of that child's life. I told them that I would lower the rent just a little bit if they let me see the child and if the child could come up to my room every now and then. And what do you know? That child was coming over every day. As it happens, I live with my parents. They've had a tough life and have been poor for most of it. I wanted them to taste the luxury of what it's like to be wealthy. They deserve it for instilling me with the correct values. Because of this situation, we're able to be very involved in the life of my sister's child. Hopefully, with the input from me and my parents, we'll be able to do something for the child. We'd hate for the child to become some greedy, money-lusting creature like his own mother.